Men do some crazy things for psleeve. Men throughout history have been doing some pretty insane things. Some pretty insane stunts, like getting shot out of a cannon, or getting shot by a cannon. And you never see hot females doing this kind of stuff. It's always 100% men. And the reason why it's always men is because it's a freaking mating ritual. And the men are doing it for that hard-to-obtain psleeve. That's right, the human mating ritual can be a complicated and dangerous thing. Apparently that very same adrenaline rush that men seek, that thrill to be alive or whatever, is the very same adrenaline rush women love to see men do as spectators, because it gets them wet, apparently. Chicks absolutely adore it when a man puts his life on the line and he somehow risks his life. That's a big turn on to them, apparently, right? So the human mating ritual is either long and complicated, or it's straight up dangerous. You know, other animals on this planet have it pretty easy. A bird pretty much flies up to the top branch, and he chirps out a few notes or whatever. You know, pretty easy stuff. And gorillas pretty much beat their chest and they grunt a little bit here and there. Nothing too death-defying or anything, right? So, like, I remember when I was a young boy, I saw this TV special where the stuntman jumped across the Grand Canyon on his motorcycle or some crap, and I wondered to myself back then, why the heck is he doing this? What is this dude doing? I mean, I remember that stunt back then, like, sort of freaked me out, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me why this dude was jumping the Grand Canyon or whatever, and looking back at it now, it was oh so obvious. He's doing it for the freaking psleeve. It was just another sucker doing another mating ritual. It was on the Fox network, and they actually canceled The Simpsons to show this crap. And after the guy completed the stunt, the dude could have banged any chick in the United States that he wanted to. And I got to thinking these days, why don't hot chicks do daredevil stunts like this? I mean, you never see blondes who think their crap don't stink jump in the Grand Canyon or something like that, right? And the reason why they don't do that is because their D supply is already overwhelmingly plentiful, so no chick is ever gonna jump the Grand Canyon for some really good D, right? I mean, like, psleeve is so hard to obtain that dudes used to shoot themselves in the gut with a cannon. Like for circus sideshows back in the day or whatever. I mean, could you imagine how bad that could ruin your stuff inside? And that's gotta leave a mark. You think some female in our world history ever voluntarily shot herself with a cannon? It's like, yeah, I don't think so. There was no chick on the planet that ever struggled that bad for some really good D, right? Even to this very day, men are shooting themselves from cannons, you know? Crazy Sam, the human bullet, this Friday at the fairgrounds. Tickets are only $20 or whatever, you know? Getting shot from a cannon can make a dude's psleeve meter go up a few notches, apparently. This is the type of crap that men have to do to pull in these days. I mean, you never see some ditzy blonde IG model getting shot from a cannon or anything. She'd be so freaked out. It's just a lot easier for them to get their good D from social media. I mean, like, screw getting shot out of a cannon, right? I remember seeing this other TV special recently where some dude was tightrope walking across 2 New York City buildings or some crap, and I was thinking, okay, now this dude's gotta be out of his mind, but then I realized, oh yeah, that's just another crazy thing we have to do to pull in some psleeve. It's just another modern day mating ritual, right? It's just so insane what men do for sleeve these days. I mean, dudes will knock up a chick, go enlist in the army, and then run across minefields in Iran or Iraq or wherever the heck we are these days, you know? They will get shot at in the war and send their paycheck back to the States to their wife and kid. I mean, that's gotta be total insanity right there. I thought women were so strong and independent. Why aren't they the ones on the front line running through minefields these days, you know? And the reason why they don't do that is because they ain't running across that for D, you know? It's not just an American thing, it's all over the globe. I mean, men doing crazy things for sleeve, like running across those ember fires with their bare feet, you know, because sleeve awaits them at the finish line. Or those dudes that play the flute or the clarinet or whatever Indian, you know, instrument that is, making those cobras rise, ready to strike at them at any second. It's like their psleeve mating ritual or something. You never see Hot Solid 10 chicks doing that crap, you know? They they'd be flipping out if they had to do something like that. They don't have to put themselves in this situation because their D is plentiful, you know? Besides, they prefer anacondas over cobras, right? Or, you ever see those dudes in Mexico or Spain or wherever the heck they are, fighting bulls for a living? I mean, like, what kind of bad life decisions did you make in life where your only option is to fight bulls? I mean, I guess they do it for the psleeve access, I'm guessing. You ever see a female bullfighter? Okay, maybe there's one or two of them, but ever see a hot female bullfighter? And the answer is no. And the reason why is because no chick ever had to fight a bull for some really good D. I mean, like, it's just insanity. The stuff men will do for some psleeve, like swim with the sharks or go on a crazy rock climb or swallow swords on America's Got Talent. Anything just to get like a little attention from the ladies, right? You think any hot blondes are on stage swallowing swords for some D? I don't think so. I mean, they like to swallow, but it sure as heck ain't swords, you know? Some people say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I say the definition of insanity is doing something crazy, a death-defying mating ritual, all in the hopes of getting some psleeve. Period.